So this is a drawing of myself, or rather the character that I display myself as on the internet. I'm not actually this steroided up and jacked. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm pretty jacked. Just not this jacked. And not bald. And I have a nose and ears. But anyway, I digress. This is a drawing of my dark hole in the ground, where I live and where I spend most of my time, sitting and drawing or lifting weights. I decided I wanted to do a sad boy hours video. A video to watch at 3 a.m. and feel sad and then cry yourself to sleep and then wake up tomorrow and have a better day. So I have a story for you. Here we go. Many years ago, I attended a class every Friday. I always showed up early. I was the first one there. First time there, I walked in. There were chairs on the left half of the room and chairs on the right half with an aisle down the center for walking, dividing the two halves. The door into the room was on the right side. I walked to the left half of the room and sat down in any chair. I didn't really care where. Then every single person who came in after me sat on the right half of the room, and I was alone on the left half of the room. I thought, well, the door is on the right side, so they probably just walked in and sat in the first chair they came across. So next week I walked in and sat in a chair on the right half close to the door. Every single person who came in after me sat on the left half of the room, as far away from me as possible, all grouped together. Not a single person sat on my half of the room. And this was the case every week for years. But I figured I didn't care. I didn't care that they didn't like me because frankly, I didn't really like them either. One day I brought a young woman with me, a friend. I figured this would be a good opportunity for her to learn something new. So I took her with me to the class, but I had forgotten the deal. When everyone else so painfully obviously avoided us and sat as far away as possible, I realized my mistake. I tried to explain to her that it was me they were afraid of, not her. I got very angry and bitter after this. I thought, fine. Cower in my presence, you wretches! But how dare they do that to her? She never came back. So I continued to sit alone for years, thinking I didn't care. But in my heart I was bitter and angry. Then one day I left. I went to another country. I met another woman there. Kinda made friends with her, though I didn't realize it. Then I had to go to a meeting. I walked in, plenty of empty chairs. Sat down in a random one, didn't care where. And the woman I had met walked in, saw me. Still plenty of empty chairs, yet she chose to walk over and sit right next to me. That was the first time I think anyone had ever chosen voluntarily to sit next to me. She sat right beside me. It weirded me out so much. I didn't know what to do. I was so uncomfortable. I was afraid to look in her direction. But I gained a whole new self-confidence. Never in my life have I ever felt less hated than when that woman sat beside me. That's all it took. I became a whole new person. For the rest of my time in that country, I was charismatic. I went around cracking jokes and making friends. I was happy. So my point of why I tell you this story is not for sympathy or pity. I don't care what you think of me. I do not want you to feel bad for me, because that just makes me feel pathetic and I hate it. The point and the reason why I tell you this story is so that you can know the power that you have. And every day you can make small decisions, small acts of kindness that can change somebody's life. Because you don't know what other people are going through. You don't know how they feel. You don't know anything about them. That woman probably didn't think she was doing some great act of kindness for me. She just knew me and chose to sit beside me. And it changed my life. And you can change someone else's with your small decisions. They can create a butterfly effect. You can create a ripple and a wake of good everywhere you go. try to make each place you go better than it was when you got there. You never know how much good you're going to really do. Thanks for watching and for listening. I hope I inspired somebody to do something good today.